Have you ever felt like your reality is slowly slipping through your fingers, like the truth you once held on to is being questioned, reshaped, or even erased by someone you trust? That feeling might be more than just confusion. It could be gaslighting. Hi there. Welcome back to Behind Your Mind, where we gently explore what's going on underneath the surface of how we think, feel, and relate to the world around us. I'm really glad you're here today, because we're going to talk about something subtle, quiet, but incredibly powerful. Something that can leave you confused, anxious, and even doubting yourself. It's called gaslighting. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling like maybe, just maybe, you were overreacting, even though deep down you knew you weren't? If that sounds familiar, stick with me. Let me tell you a story about Anna. Anna was in a relationship that, from the outside, looked perfect. Her partner was charming, attentive, and always had the right words. But over time, Anna started doubting herself. You're too sensitive. That never happened. You're imagining things. Why do you always twist my words? At first, she brushed it off. But slowly, she started questioning her memory, her emotions, eventually, even her sanity. Trigger: empathy plus shared vulnerability. If any part of that sounds familiar, stay with me. You're not alone, and what Anna experienced has a name. So, what exactly is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation that makes you question your reality. It's not just lying. It's not just arguing. It's when someone twists your words, denies things that actually happened, or makes you feel like your emotions are too much. You might say something like, "It really hurt me when you said that in front of everyone." And they respond with, "You're being too sensitive. You're imagining things. That never happened." And just like that, your feelings are erased. You begin to doubt yourself. Was I really too emotional? Did I misremember it? That's the seed of gaslighting, and when it's repeated, it grows. Has something like that ever happened to you? It's okay if it has. Let's keep going gently. Gaslighting works because it targets your most basic need, the need to feel safe in your perception of reality. Humans crave connection and certainty, and gaslighters use that against you. They isolate, then rewrite, then reinforce. They say things like, "You're crazy," or "Everyone agrees with me." They might even accuse you of gaslighting them. This cycle makes you question yourself until you stop trusting your thoughts completely. Gaslighting can happen in romantic relationships, in families, in friendships, even in the workplace. It often starts small. Little comments like, "You're too emotional," "I never said that," "You always exaggerate," and over time, those comments make you question your own judgment. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You avoid bringing up certain topics to avoid being dismissed. You walk on eggshells. You begin to ask yourself, "Am I the problem?" But here's the thing, you're not. You're responding to someone slowly rewriting your version of reality. And it's not your fault. Take a deep breath here. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. You're not alone. So, how can you recognize it? And more importantly, how can you resist it? The very first step is to trust yourself. That means start writing things down. Keep a record of what happened, when it happened, and how it made you feel. It helps you spot patterns. Talk to someone you trust. Say, "Does this sound off to you?" You'd be surprised how often validation from someone else brings you clarity. Learn to say no, set boundaries. You are allowed to leave a conversation that makes you question your sanity. And most importantly, consider talking to a professional. Someone who can help you unpack what's been projected onto you. Gaslighting thrives in silence and isolation. But when you name it, when you shine a light on it, it loses its power. What's one thing you've started to believe about yourself that deep down doesn't feel true? You can reclaim that. Gaslighting hurts because it takes away your compass. It disconnects you from your intuition, your inner voice. But healing starts when you begin to believe yourself again. When you say, "That did happen. That did hurt. My feelings are valid." You start to rebuild the trust, not with the gaslight, but with you. You begin to surround yourself with people who don't just tolerate your feelings, they honor them. And when that happens, gaslighting doesn't stand a chance. Can you imagine what it would feel like to fully trust your own voice again? Let that idea settle in. You deserve that peace. Here's where the healing begins. Start by trusting that little voice inside, the one that says, something isn't right. You don't need permission to believe your own feelings. Trigger: empowerment plus self-trust. Write things down. Keep a journal of what was said and how it made you feel. Over time, your own notes can help you reconnect with your version of reality. Talk to someone safe. Whether it's a friend, therapist, or support group, sharing what's happening can be life-changing. And remember, setting boundaries isn't cruel. It's self-respect. So, now that you know what gaslighting looks like and how to recognize and resist it, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced this in a relationship, a friendship, or even from yourself? You can share in the comments. Or just reflect quietly, that's okay too. And if this brought up anything heavy for you, please talk to someone. A therapist, a counselor. You don't have to carry this alone. Behind Your Mind is here to start the conversation, but real healing happens with real support. And hey, if this episode helped you understand yourself or someone else just a little better, please consider subscribing, liking, or just sharing this with someone who might need it. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and remember, I'm right here with you, behind your mind.